everybody. Welcome to another Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Phoebe.
For everyone who's new, we've had quite a lot of subscribers joining recently.
Oh, damn.
We are 3.5 years into our 5-year journey to drink a lot of whiskey. No, to blind taste our way through 300 different whiskies. Ooh, cap was loose. Well, we've been doing a good job because we're at number 250 today. Picked by... Oh, Whiskey with Molly. Yes. And we've got about 56 left to go. 2 a week. You know, maybe it'll be a 4-year journey.
How many were they in the first place?
Well, we added some along the way, didn't we? From when we started. Last week was a fantastic blind. And the more we tasted it, the better it got. And it ended up number 4 on the shelf. It couldn't beat Highland Park 28. So Highland Park 25 is just below it. But you can see a couple of things got reshuffled. A couple of things got pushed off the shelf. And last week, everything was about delicate details, wasn't it? And we got finer and finer and more into it. And it was all of that type of whiskey. And then we tried this one right at the end. And it was like, wow! And so I'm really interested to see what happens when we come back to it, because it was such a contrast. And I wonder what it is that contrasted so much with that old Highland Park and the other ones we tried. Anyway, so as part of that, we'll be checking the viscosity of this whiskey. Let me just power it up. And go! And we're off for the next 12 minutes. We are going to nose it, taste it, rank it somewhere on the shelf. If it's an incredible whiskey, it makes it on the shelf because it has to be that good these days. For example,
maybe more chef.
What's it up against? Anyway, yes. Deanston 18, Glen Scotia 18, Glenfarclas 22-year-old 105, Lagavulin Distillers Edition. That's what's at the bottom of the shelf at the moment, on the edge. Right. Yesterday's glass. Which one was yesterday's glass? Okay, this one. Yeah.
Sponge cake.
Sponge cake. We often get sponge cake on yesterday's glass. A clean vanilla.
No peat.
Actually, it's more vanilla than sponge cake this time.
Yeah.
It's almost like a pure vanilla pod, isn't it? Oh. Who's in the chat? While I pour this, let's see. Oh, we're going to get big bubbles. I can't read the chat and look where I'm pouring, can I? Oh, those are big bubbles. Well, yes, hang on. Those are giant fat bubbles that are disappearing quickly. That means we are high ABV, aren't we? Where's the shaker? I was almost about to shake the Glencairn. That would have ended badly. So, 50%. No. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Could it be 40%? No. See the way, even though they disappear fast, see the way the bubbles are really big before they boil off? We're talking about something more like 56 maybe. No, 56 is still frothy. We're going to have to go into bourbon territory. 61. More like it, isn't it? More like it. How's quick tech check? How's audio levels today? I've turned them up a bit because we've been a bit quiet the last few weeks for some reason. Only 46 last week.
46
We could be. I mean, we might be in 40%. You never know. But it's more likely that it's 55, 58, 60 kind of numbers, I think. How's the viscometer doing? Whiskey with Molly. Fingers crossed, this is a good one. Yes. Donna Pass, are you back, Tim? Did you have a good Scotland trip? Late season rain here. Yeah, finally a bit of rain. Been pouring since last night, so I guess you are back. Hope to get 1.5 inches at least. That would be snow for you. Yeah, great to shut off the fire risk for a week at least. Oh, rain. No snow at this point. Rain. I see the guest is coming in already. SMWS could be Glenelgin. Could be one of those. Whiskey Vault is saying that as well. Taste and sensibility. That picture is like no other. Let's bring up the picture. Oh, no. I picked the coin spot. That's not what we wanted. Where's the picture? Yes, the picture, it really is a bit of a lemon blast. Well, let's get on with it.
Nevis.
So, on the nose. Nearly got the water. On the nose, power. Lots of alcohol vapor. Let's waft a bit of the alcohol away.
Sugar.
This is not 40%. I can tell you that. Lemon tart.
Vanilla, but flower, but the flower.
Yeah.
Flower.
Yeah, it's more floral now. It's not like confectionery vanilla. It's not like a baking vanilla now.
Lemon, it's that oil.
Lemon oil, lemon tart. It's we're going to say lemon a lot this time.
Kumquat.
Kumquat. Okay, bit oaky now. Slightly biscuity. So it's like a tart lemon. I mean, a lemon tart with a shortbread base. Wow, I am not drinking that at full power. Oh, that's what we did last week. Maybe that's why it was so impressive, because we went full power.
It's quite clean.
Okay.
No hint of smoke.
No hint of smoke. We said the same thing about Highland Park though.
Oh.
This is a little bit more honey and melon in the mix.
But I need it.
Honey, melon. And then we're getting more oaky on the empty
Vanilla
glass.
oil, it's that.
Audio's fine. Thanks. Hopefully it's a little louder. Oh, very nice. It's like a fresh oak barrel. Freshly rinsed. Sort of like...
Breathing whatever oils.
Oh, the scometer. Did someone get it? 3 minutes and 41. We're on it. Thank you very much. So that is actually pretty good. Compared to the vodka, that is 110%. So above average viscosity for something that high ABV is impressive.
About the Iron Park.
Oh, that was higher, wasn't it? 111 or 12, I think. This is really developing nicely as this glass empties. That's why I haven't been rushing to pour yet. It's just got this nice oakiness, fresh oakiness coming out. Any sense of anything? Wine, sherry, Sauternes?
Sauternes. I mean, honey, sugar. So it's possible. It's possible, Sauternes.
Possible. Although...
Sauternes, vanilla.
I mean, more likely ex-bourbon, but... Right. Anything... Probably need less. Anything funky or anything off notes at all? No, I'm not getting. It's actually fairly main down the middle flavor, or I should say, it's quite singular flavor. It doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, but what is there? It's like a really nice lemon tart.
But I've ice cream. But all those flavor of lemon, vanilla,
yeah, maybe we'll go back to the picture now that we can see it a bit clearer. It's maybe a bit more lemon sorbet. Right. Where's my dropper? I am going to go 50% water as usual to start, and it's probably still going to appear strong. About that much. Michael Wood, there is no Aaron cask strength Sauternes in the mix. No, you can check the link for the bottle list. Do you want to have a quick look? No, we'll come back to it once we have a few more details. Okay, with the water, there's a nicer balance now between the the oaky barrel,
pine needle,
and the lemon pine needles. Yeah. How is it?
the pine needle, but the smell more of sugar, but the water more of pine needle, more savory.
It's nice though, isn't it?
It's nice, but it's simple.
So why aren't we... Okay, should we just go full strength? Because we had that big wow moment last week. And I'm just wondering, let's see, what's Deepa's expression this week?
Straw ABV.
Yeah.
Wow. It's good.
Let me try.
I would think maybe it's 30 ABV. Or maybe it's 30 back 32.
Well, I would not say that's the same whiskey at all. It just shows you, going in on like a raw palate, how a high ABV whiskey can be too aggressive.
But the flavour are good.
It seemed quite bitter to me there. Right, there's obviously there's a bit of water still left in here.
Water.
Use the dropper. Let's see if we can find the right amount. Just shows you how important the context is, isn't it? Because we'd ramped up in ABV last week. I think we'd tried up to about 52% with Laphroaig, hadn't we? 3 minutes to go. Edredauer Sauternes Whiskey Vault. Could be.
Very oily, patent.
Whiskey with Molly. Linkwood. There is a linkwood. Pine needles?
A pot of lemon extract.
Oh, yeah. Sort of, there's bitters, isn't there? At full strength, quite bitter. At this lower strength.
Sauternes. Maybe Sauternes big back, if that makes sense. Very feminine.
Well, what could it... Okay, let me go again.
But yeah, I mean, that's very finished. But it's not very short even. You've got up if anything.
We better compare. Let's compare.
I like it very much.
Better or worse? This is a strong one also. This is
also good.
This is 53%.
Oh, it's soft, very soft. From the up ABV.
Better or worse? Oh, quite similar, isn't it?
It's more earthy.
More earthy. Definitely a lot simpler. This was a sample from Tony Nelson from quite some time ago. It is SMWS. It's an older one though. This is a GlenLossie, but it is a refill bourbon. This seems a lot younger, doesn't it?
Yes. I'll go for this one. It's the soft, more blurred.
Okay. Stronger.
It's about ash.
Let me see. Still trying to find a balance.
Very beautiful, oily touch.
Is that better?
I think it's nicer.
Oh yeah, richer. Time is up.
Yeah, almost new milk.
Not that one.
I prefer this.
That is the Ex-Bourbon Glen Scotia that we picked up at the distillery 2 years ago. Now this is 57.9%.
Very soft. 53.
You think this is stronger?
53.
Wow. Okay, one more.
I think it's 58.
I have to say that Glen Scotia is no longer on the shelf.
But
that
I
means
think 57.
Yeah. This is stronger. It is 59. 59.5.
It's straw and soft. It's straw and ash. Sharp.
Which one's better? Okay.
I go for this.
That one was Annandale, Man of Words. Now this is 59.5. I think that could be stronger.
33 or 35.
This is only a 6-year-old whiskey as well. So I think I'm looking for young, 60%. And I think we've only got a couple of options, to be honest.
About Octomore.
Okay, Octomore. What would be something in Octomore that we're not getting deep?
Peat smoke.
I know we're not the most sensitive to peat, but surely Octomore. Okay, there's a 63% Ben Nevis 9-year-old. Hang on. Matured in a bourbon barrel. So it could be ex-bourbon. I got the feeling that was darker colour, insider information. So that's possible. We have an 8-year Glen Elgin, 61.8% from Scotch Malts. Oh, this is the one called Lemon Rocket Ship. That's definitely possible. Whiskey with Molly, there is a Linkwood, a 21-year Linkwood, which is 59.7%.
But it's not very finish, but very peppery finish.
We also have a GlenLossie 8-year at 58.7%.
I
So
go for this two.
those are the paper ones. In terms of bottles we own fully, there's a Clynelish at 56%, but I think that's probably too little now. There's a 60% Edredauer,
But it's not.
but it's not what?
It's not.
Edredauer Sauternes.
Not clean enough.
I just wanted to try and interrupt deeper.
Not clean enough.
Edredauer Sauternes. What's not clean enough?
Maybe the dear. That is very clean.
You mean it's too clean? You said it's not clean enough. Could it be local barley? We weren't getting anything funky, were we? I was going to... this Ben Nevis is here only because it's 62%. But it's sherry and wine in the mix. It can't be that.
But then, okay.
But you didn't say anything sherry and wine.
I go for this.
I don't
Because I feel it's the Ben Nevis.
I don't think it's Springbank. Is it possible it's Springbank local barley? If I put my head into that space. No.
No, not Springbank. It's a bit too simple.
Simple. It's got to be younger. Okay, I'm going for... I don't think it's old. I'm going for one of these. What? I thought you were holding on to Ben Nevis. I'm going for the strongest one. And it's called Lemon Rocket Ship.
It's 63.
No, out of these two, I'm going to pick the strongest. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Ben Nevis.
8 years, 9 years.
Wouldn't you think Ben Nevis would be more funky?
But it's slightly mini Ben Nevis.
It could be. If it's ex-bourbon and it's clean Ben Nevis, it could be. I'm just going to warn you. Soon I'm going to ask, are you ready for the reveal? So, say anything you need to say now. Too strong. Let me get it to a nicer level.
It's too harsh, especially after compared with the other. It's and harsh, but the flavor is good. The ingredient is good.
What amazes me about this, going back to the context again, when we tasted this at the end of multiple old, very expensive whiskies, we tasted it at full strength and we went, wow, or I did. And you looked excited about it. And we were both really excited about getting back to it. So this tells me that our shelf is based on tasting whiskey in isolation, where you concentrate fully on the one. But at the end of a flight, this whiskey is absolutely amazing at the end of a flight because it's stronger and more powerful and it's like a big fireworks burst. You know, at the end of fireworks, they give like the big blasts at the end. That's what this is.
But the finish is actually because there's no complaints in the finish.
No complaints. I think the finish is long because it's strong, not because it's old.
But if it's positive, I have no complaint.
So
the way we put other stuff,
it's not going to make it on the shelf because we've preferred others which are off. But I'd probably still give it a... I think in the right context, I'd still give it a silver star, I think. So very good. As long as it's not too expensive. Right. Are we... No, we're not ready because I'm going to quickly go to the chat. Oh, wow. Exposure looks extremely bright here today on the table for whatever reason. Never mind. I've just seen it. Let's go to the chat for a minute and see what people are thinking. Clynelish 22 is a good bet also. Jose Mingus is saying. Chug that 24, GlenLossie. Let's see. Whiskey 101. Could definitely be the SMWS Glenelgin. Strong, young, whoever went for that. Ben Nevis, 2011? Is it 2011? Yes, it is. It is, Lucas. I think this is one of the SMWS Whiskey with Molly. Yeah, that's where I am, obviously. Michael Wood. No, not No Name. Surely not. No Pete. Gigi. Remember a thumbs up, folks. Thank you very much. Here we go. Are you ready for the reveal? You hold that one. I'll hold this one. ABV is, oh, it's not 60, it's 59 approximately.
But I go first for the 58.
Hold that. The age is 8. It's 8 years old, so we were right with the age. It's about $100 bottle. It's a Speyside, and it is GlenLossie. Let's see, this is first fill Ex-Bourbon. Let me see if I can get a little bit more tape off so I can see what's written on the bottle. So close. I'm going to give myself half a firework display. And, yeah, so this is SMWS 46.75 GlenLossie 58.7%. You had
2010 year.
It's 8-year-old and it's from 2010. Okay, let's read it. So this works out at about $8.5 per year. Interestingly, I don't think I said it last week. I think the Highland Park was about $14 per year at the price we bought it, at least. Okay, what am I reading? But the words are too small. Okay, let's see. Fruity aromas of apples and pears, followed by strong spiced. What type of cake does it say? Cinnal cake. Neat. I don't know. Spiced shortbread, pavlova, and spiced shortbread. So I think we covered almost all of those notes. So this one is not the lemon rocket ship. This is Saigon cinnamon spiced shortbread. Let's put it up. I would say this is probably a whiskey that I've been most surprised at from first taste and expectation into the reality of when we taste it by itself.
And especially when you compare with the other whiskies at the very coming back, that it's better to get quickly soon from up to down, or the other way around.
But I mean, if it was on the shelf, I mean, if we had more shelves, it wouldn't be too far off. I mean, this is a very enjoyable, full blast, single barrel experience.
The flavour are very unrefined and yummy. It's actually that is very fast.
Like having ice cream. Okay, you do a
But it's ash.
You do a comparison with this Daluan. So this is a
What's the ABV?
51.9, so 52%. This is a 22-year Daluan, which is a hogshead. And we have this up here on the shelf.
Wow, very, very, very nice. It's very mellow, integrated, very similar flavour. The apple more lemony, but it's very ash.
And if you go back to this.
The finish.
Actually, it's quite lemony, the Daluan as well. But the long time in the barrel.
I am very impressed with this when we got back, because the flavour is very soft.
Yeah.
It is good, it's very good.
It is a bit of a belter. In the right context. This is the one that you end the flight with. If you're having a tasting of whiskey, you go, okay, one more before you go. And you throw in some 58% GlenLossie. Oh, do we have any other GlenLossies? Remember that 19-year GlenLossie?
Yeah.
From the garage. Ex-Bourbon. Can you go and get it? Yeah. It's in the Alexander Murray bottle. Tall one. That's the only other GlenLossie I can think of. Right. Over to the chat. Well, Deepa does a little bit of stair climbing. Let's see. Whiskey Vault. Damn, that lemon rocket ship is going to be the even wilder drawing. I think you're right. I was pretty convinced that's what it was. Whiskey Vault, because of our Springbank mega tasting. Oh, I missed the context. Oh, Tony, you're in. Oh, nice. I recall candied ginger on the 24 GlenLossie sample. Where is it? Let me have a little sip. Candied ginger. Yeah, it's definitely going in that direction more than the lemon I'm getting on this one. Whiskey 101. Oh yes, half a firework because it's SMWS. Yeah, I know, it is a weak link. I'll take it. And half a firework for Deepa because it's whiskey. Fair enough. I only get it right if I cheat, Michael Wood. Yes, that seems to be the same for us most of the time. Seems it could be so much better with a little more age, Whiskey Bowl. That is normally the case though, isn't it?
Only one butter.
Right. I remember this being very vanilla on the finish. Because
I remember this sugary, sweet.
Because I remember you saying you didn't like it that much because it was too much vanilla.
Or maybe the finish.
Let's see. This is a 19-year. It's 53%. Let's see. Alexander Murray is a bottler in the US that brings things in for supermarkets like Trader Joe's as well as places like Costco, but I see it in Total Wine as well. I don't think you see it in the UK.
It's by Oki from the bag.
Yeah, because of the age? Is it better or worse?
I prefer 2 days because of the flavour. Yeah, you're not actually picking up the flavours. You're picking up the age. Yeah, you're picking up flavours.
And for me, I'm liking that age because it's starting to pick up a little bit tropical, which is something I tend to go for. Okay. Oh, there's that vanilla now. It comes up after you think the whiskey is over, and then the vanilla shows up. One last comparison. Oh yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
I go for this.
Yeah. It's good. Good one. Actually, who did we get this from? From Martin. Martin C. Thank you very much. Are you in, Martin? I didn't see your name. Martin. We did a trade at some point. Right, who actually got it? Did anyone get this thing? Whisky with Molly, I'm ready for you. What? I'm going to guess next week's before you even pick it. Whisky with Molly, did you get this again? Apparently yes. Well, fireworks. Fireworks for picking. Right. Phil, the Ardmore bottle I gave you is a GlenLossie. Hang on, that's right. I had that. Where's the get the little bottles out of the...
There are so many of them.
The little ones. No. Next one. Yeah, this one. Very nice that it's in an Ardmore Legacy. Okay, this is an SMWS GlenLossie 13-year in a Sauternes cask.
Oh.
From Mark, you know, when he visited. Hixie. Right. Better or worse, Mark? Now, can you pick up the Sauternes? What's the strength? 57.2.
I'm known.
Sauternes me inside out.
That smells good.
That's pretty funny.
Okay.
This is SMWS 46.104.
Oh, that is good. Oh, wow. Oh, that is the best. Oh, I love it. That is better than... It's the best.
I think that would make it on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Is it better than Kilhoman's Sauternes?
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's good. How much do we have?
We have this
much.
much.
Can you buy another one?
No. Tastes a lot older than 13. Oh.
You put me at the top shelf.
No, I think we're in here somewhere. Yes, Mark. Much appreciated. Especially now we've done a little comparison.
No, but it's different. Maybe 8, 9, or 13.
Sauternes barrel. There we go. Whiskey and wine trails. Wow. Guys, wait at least to see the colour in the glass. For which one? What is Deepa's all-time favourite whiskey?
Oh my gosh, I love that.
All-time favourite. It's you just have to point to the top shelf, don't you? It's the... Okay, what do you prefer more than Brora 38?
Rosebank. I back 28.
So you're saying the Brora is not in first place now?
But it's better than...
No. They're asking what's your favourite.
The problem is...
All of them.
The problem is I am not getting enough sips of Brora in the first place.
Yeah. If we talk about more accessible whiskies.
So I'm not able to enjoy Brora because I'm not having enough of it. So but I get more of an enjoy myself than maybe after 25.
Yeah, maybe Laphroaig 25.
But
you
I
like that a lot.
More, I get more.
Yeah. What about what's your favourite whiskey at a lower price? At least $100.
Any pressure.
Something that might be accessible.
Split by 9 is good.
Yeah, well, that's like a $400 bottle at the auction. Okay, local barley if you get it at retail price.
Or Offerman, Ackerfree.
Yeah, Lagavulin, Offerman.
Or Offers.
The first one, the 11-year-old in the sort of wooden box. Yeah, that's a good one. Right, Whiskey with Molly. 7th from the left. That would be this side.
7th.
Bottom row at the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will be this one. Whiskey with Molly.
Whiskey with Molly.
Yeah, on a double streak. A streak of 2. 251 Whiskey with Molly.
Very, very dusty.
They're all dusty now. They've all been
I'm
there.
very happy that I met you at the spirit shop.
The Good Spirit Shop. Yes, we did meet. I'm wondering how long that has been in there for. It's been on the shelf for a while. First fill Ex-Bourbon. It's funny, our top ranked bottles, they all have some sherry in. Actually, maybe the Brora doesn't, but a lot of them do. But we always say we like Ex-Bourbon. Anyway. Jeju, I'm hearing from multiple sources that there will be a whiskey shortage next year due to distilleries not being able to get the bottles. I see, the physical bottles and packaging from China.
But when we...
Clynelish has stopped production. Really? Wow. That would be a bit of a nightmare for everyone, wouldn't it? For the past 4 months, any tips to help prepare? I see. Clynelish stopped production for the past 4 months. Well, it's the first time hearing of that. But supply shortages. You know, I've never considered where the bottles come from. Wow. Something to think about, isn't it? These onlines get longer and longer. They always have like 5 others for a comparison now. Are you complaining, Lucas? We're just having fun. How? Oh yeah, it is pretty long. I thought this would be a short one today. Buy Whiskey with Molly is saying yes. Deepest favourite whiskey. Compass Box Flaving Heart, but she really hates to admit it.
The finish not good enough. The first thing isn't in me all, of course, but the second half it just goes down.
Unless you're tasting it blind, in that case it's completely different. It's nearly all gone, Hixie. Oh well, I guess we might have a little bit longer than you. Right, we better get on and pour. Here comes the bourbon. It's dusty. It is dusty. Do you want to see how dusty? Look, a lot of dust. Dusty old Compass Box, no name Okwami. It's still in there, isn't it? It could be. It could be Compass Box, no name. Let's see. What have we got? Bubbles look normal. That camera makes it look a lot darker. But is it possible? Is it a bourbon?
I do not have enough time.
Yeah, we're going out to see friends. So it really shouldn't be a bourbon. Don't think so. Did we do pick a new bottle? Here we go. Oh, hang on a minute. It kind of went ashy at the end then.
What?
Ashy. It went slightly peaty, ashy at the end, I thought. But I don't think that's right. Something happened. Ooh, that's going to be fun to explore. Because there's quite a lot that happened in there. Springbank 25? Could be. The early snipe by me is the remaining bourbon. I know the odds are getting better, but no. That is not no name. Too dark, isn't it, for no name? Edward Hour. Oh. Anok 24. Could be. Right, we will be back on Thursday to find out what bottle number 251 is going to be.
Thank you very much.
That's all you've got left. And thanks for joining. Another fun show. We're still tasting all of our Springbank blinds behind the scenes. We will come back with the result. Next Sunday will be the auction results of our guilty sales of our beloved Springbanks. Actually, the 21s aren't so beloved, but the local barleys. So we'll see how that shows turns out next show as well. No, not next show, Sunday's show. How are the auction bottles going? There you go, Mark. You were just asking. I mean, the prices, I think there's only $20 bids at the moment on the local barleys. So nothing really happens until next Saturday and Sunday. So we will see. Right. That's it. Good.
I'm very impressed with the today's whiskey. And that's the best of today's.
There you go. We will see you on Thursday. Are you going to try the new one again?